Welcome to another Friday afternoon edition of Facebook Live at Hot Shot Secret. Kyle Fisher here with
Big Country.
TJ. Back to back, right?
Back to back. We're doing good.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, hey, time out here.
Yeah.
Why do we have a seat in the middle of us?
Can we have a special guest today?
That's what I was about to ask you, because obviously it's kind of weird. There's a seat in between us. I mean,
you do smell a little bit. I wanted
okay.
Yeah. Yes, we have a special guest today. So we're always excited to have guests here. This is fun to do. It's even more fun when we get somebody to come in. So it's our 37th episode. Remember to post your questions below. It's Free Product Friday. Obviously, topic du jour is going to be Stiction Eliminator. So we're going to be giving away some Stiction Eliminator today. One of our more higher priced products. So it's great to get it free. It's a good time to get it free.
Absolutely.
So post your comments below, like, share the video, make sure you hit the little bell so you get notified when we go on live, or just remember to come back every Friday at 3 o'clock. What are we going to do today, TJ? What's on the docket here?
Today, like Kyle already told you, we're talking Stiction Eliminator. We're going to answer all your questions. Also, underneath, post them. We'll answer them. Recapping what is going on here at Hot Shot Secret. Some big things.
Always.
That people don't know about. We're going to tell you. And free product giveaway, like Kyle said, we will be giving away Stiction Eliminator.
Yep. So, do you want to just get into the guest?
Yeah. I mean, we might as well fill the chair. It's kind of empty. Kind of feels weird.
Actually, I think Levi will get mad if we don't plug the web sales first. Web deals, 10% off already discounted bundles. So, if I'm got this correct, Levi, we got bundles on discount, and right now they're additional 10% off the discounted price.
Correct.
So lots of products already discounted even more, 10%. And the LSI Digital Magazine we were talking about is going to be released next week. So, without further ado, this week's guest is none other than Mr. Chad Meyers, 73. Welcome, Chad.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. So for those of you that don't know Chad, Chad is, we call you one of our influencers.
Okay.
You're one of our social media influencers. You got a great following. You got a YouTube page. You do a lot of how-tos, a lot of, I'll let you kind of introduce yourself.
Well, it just kind of started about 2 years ago. My son had a YouTube channel. His is kind of a gaming channel. And he kind of was on me to do a YouTube channel and to just do one video. I did one video that kind of really wasn't good at all, and it just kind of progressed from there, and I was hooked after one video. And his channel he's not doing it anymore, and I've continued on with mine. So I have a 2002 Dodge Cummins, and I also just picked up another channel project, which is a 1980 Volkswagen Rabbit truck, and it also has a 1.5 diesel in it. So pretty stoked about that channel project. It's been really fun thus far.
I wonder if Trey Sykes is tuned in. I bet Trey would love that Volkswagen.
So yeah, I actually met him over at PRI show. He seems like
right.
a really
He came
good guy.
by the booth.
Yes,
yeah, that's right.
He had his BMW in the booth, and I talked to him for a few minutes. So
got it up on the wall right there.
Yep, I saw that banner over there.
Yep. So, how did we? I remember first hearing from you, and I remember Levi saying, "Hey, there's this guy who just did like a review of our product or something." So maybe tell a story about how we got introduced.
Well, it kind of started actually with Fire Punk. I was looking for some different additives. I was new to the diesel world. My 02 was the first diesel truck that I have ever owned. So I was hearing some guys talk about diesel additives. At that point in time, I was trying some different things on the shelves and just seeing what I got the best results out of. And I heard about Hot Shots from actually being on Fire Punk's website.
Okay.
And I talked to one of them guys a couple of times, and they said it was dyno tested in-house at their facility.
Yep.
So, and then I also learned that you guys were in Ohio, and there's nothing better but to, do shout outs to something right here in your home state. So
support local companies.
Exactly.
We try to support local communities, so it's a two-way street.
So, I mean, you guys have actually been with me since pretty much the inception, the beginning, when I had very little followers, and it's just progressed from there. And I can't tell you guys how thankful that I am that you guys jumped on board at such a small following. So it's progressing. I'm not progressing very fast.
One of the great things about you, when I watch your program, it's very organic. It's very you're not overly produced, or you speak to the common man.
Right.
You kind of run through the problems you run into. I think I was just watching your last video, and it's like, oh, another problem with the truck there.
Yeah, it seems like, with age comes problems, kind of like our bodies. But you know what? I love that body style, and I was lucky enough.
2002, right?
Mine's 2002. It's the last year for the second gen. Yep.
Right.
Lucky enough to find the truck, here in Ohio, but has only been in Ohio for about 3 years.
Yeah.
It was a California truck, so there is no rust on it.
Lucky. So before we get too much farther, let's plug where everybody can find you. It's Chad Meyers 73.
Yep, it's the YouTube channel
on YouTube, and then you're on Instagram
and Facebook.
I think that's Chad_Meyers.
Yep.
73.
That's right. Yep.
Instagram and Facebook, and Twitter too.
Yes, I do have a Twitter page. I don't follow that as much as I should. But
YouTube's where it's at.
Yeah.
You want to go to YouTube, search Chad Meyers 73. You'll find him there, and it's not just. We're grateful that we see a lot of hot shot stuff that you put on there, but it's not just hot shots. You kind of cover just.
I cover a lot of different products on my channel from what you guys, everybody else will use. It's just not hot shots. It's
you can plug them.
Yeah, I've used stuff from fleece. I've used, oh my goodness, a bunch of different stuff. I've also done some tool reviews too. My favorite company to work with on for tools is Evolution. They make some of the best steel industry products that I have ever used.
Really?
Their steel tools are top notch. The cold saw that I have from them is flipping awesome, and I had never heard of a cold saw until I saw theirs.
I've never heard of a cold saw until you just said it.
Yeah, it's actually, a chop saw has an abrasive blade in it.
Okay.
This has a carbide tipped saw blade basically, and I've got several videos on my channel in the playlist of tool review for their products and others.
Well, great. So there's a lot you can see on this YouTube page, not just hot shot stuff. And to be clear, we don't pay you any money.
Nope.
This isn't something that we've got him paid out there to tell us how great our products are or anything.
Nope.
We kind of came across this when, it's a guy who's using our products, likes them, enjoys them, and thankfully for us, he get out there on YouTube and tells the world about it.
Yeah, and I've proven it countless times on my channel how well the product does work.
So what do you use? Which one of all our products, what do you use?
The most? Probably the EDT.
Yeah.
Daily. Every fill up I had put 4 ounces in my truck.
Yep. How big's your tank?
32 gallons.
Oh, good dose.
So I think Trey said for race events it's 32.
He does 40 ounces
to
on
5
5
gallons.
Yeah. It's a 200 to 1 dose.
So is that the product that sold you though? Was that what
the EDT is the product that sold me?
Okay.
Yes. I have since I just told Chris this little story. When I first picked up my Volkswagen, I changed the oil in it, put in the Diamond Palette oil along with the FR3 and some Stiction Eliminator and also some Diesel Extreme. I think I said it right. Extreme Diesel Extreme.
You got it.
Always mess that one up.
Yeah.
In the tank. And after about 100 miles or so of driving, I was starting to get a runaway pump.
Yep.
And on the guys in the Volkswagen community will know, on that VE pump that's on there, there's 3 little security tabs on there. Well, 2 of those tabs were broke. One of them being the fuel screw and the other one being the idle screw. Somebody had messed with the fuel screw, and just the more I thought about it, I took and backed off the fuel screw, and I have had no problems with it since. Just because of the truck being cleaned out with the Hot Shots product, and me not running a 50-50 blend of motor oil and diesel fuel anymore.
Right.
It was actually starting to come alive a little bit and wanting to run away from me.
Right.
But after I took some of the fuel out of the engine, it has ran very, very well.
Oh, great.
So the truck has right around 70,000 miles on it.
Oh man, you got a lot of life on that thing.
Yep. Like I said, that project has been fun thus far. And
so you covering that on the same channel?
yeah, the
Okay.
Volkswagen. Yep, it's a 1980 Volkswagen Rabbit truck.
Gotcha. I saw one of your episodes today that highlighted it, but I didn't have time to watch.
And that'll actually be my son's truck when he turns 16. So
How old's he?
13.
Does he help out a lot?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him involved in it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep. So,
All right, actually, what products you use? How about which products of ours have you not tried yet? I'm just curious. 'Cause if you haven't tried them, we got to do a better job marketing because I bet you've tried about everything.
I've tried just about everything. I put the gasoline treatment in my wife's Charger.
Mopar.
There you go. I think the only things I really haven't tried yet is, of course, the beard oil.
Careful, you'll be like that next week.
I have not tried that yet, and I have not tried the new gear oil, nor have I tried the antifreeze, and that's probably the only products I have not tried.
Okay, you pretty much.
And the diesel recovery. Hopefully,
you never have.
I don't have to. I don't have to try that. So I did have some issues this year. I mean, you guys here in Ohio, that 1 week it was just stupid cold.
-50.
I did have some issues, but it wasn't any fuel product related issues. It was actually frozen filters is what got me.
Yeah.
So
what was your remedy?
I turned my truck around, parked it in the sun.
There you go.
Stop it right away.
So, and just the sun shining on the dark blue truck heated up that panel just enough to create just a little bit of heat in there, and was able to thaw out the fuel enough to get me home. The truck would start and run,
right?
But as soon as I would take off, I would have no fuel pressure.
Yeah.
So that's how I got home.
Yeah. Hey, remember to ask your questions below, folks. Again, we're talking about Stiction Eliminator today, but if you got any questions for Chad here, you guys ask me and TJ questions all the time. So if you got questions for Chad, fire them away. You want to hang around?
Yeah, I'll stay here, guys.
We like it. So, did you have any follow-up? I thought you were going to ask him something.
No, he answered. That's one of the biggest things I like to know is what turned you on to us, because I actually have watched a couple of your shows where you've actually used competitor products in your trucks, and some people that were in your comments are like, "Well, try this. This is what worked," and you did, but then all of a sudden it was Hot Shot Secret. So that's why I was kind of like, "Well, what got you?"
Right.
So
most of the time we find our customers, it's Diesel Extreme EDT. That convinces them. It's like the first time they've used an additive that actually works, and you feel it right away because you get that instant gratification. So it's usually on the fuel side. The oil side, I mean, and we'll talk about Stiction Eliminator today, but I mean, obviously the wonder Stiction Eliminator can do, but it doesn't happen 4 seconds after you pour it in.
Right.
So, you don't get that instant gratification, but, with Diesel Extreme EDT, you kind of get it right away. And I'd say besides that, it's the transmission TSE probably has the happiest people, but that doesn't happen right away either, so you get a little delayed gratification on that.
With the gear oil being introduced, how soon is like the synchro mesh going to come for the manual transmissions?
I haven't seen that on the radar.
Okay.
I will say that, we always talk about stuff that's coming. So this week we've talked about, we had a few of our management meetings to talk big picture, long-term, 1, 3, 5, 10-year plans. And so we got some cool stuff coming. I mean, cool. In the future, where this company is going to go I'm really excited. We got some cool stuff coming. That's all I could say. So now in the immediate future, I don't know about that. The synchro mesh, that's a difficult. I wish Kevin was out here. But my understanding, I'm not an R&D.
Right.
Is it's a little more complicated, and if it's a product that we can't make far and above better than everything out there, then it's something we generally don't look at,
Right.
And it's kind of, I think my understanding was they looked at it and they said, the stuff out there does the job. There's not a need for something better right now. So I think I just need some R&D.
Yeah.
And we just need some time, but man.
Because that's one part of my truck that does not have hot shots in it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we got our spare duty transmission fluid now.
Standard transmission.
Oh yeah, you just said that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask Kevin. We'll see when it's on the docket.
Yep.
I do know. I'll leak this one. Should I leak this one? I do know that passenger car gasoline oil is on the radar.
Yeah, I think we've told mostly.
Yeah.
Most people ask that.
They ask it all the time, but we never commit to it.
Yeah, but
It's going to go down.
It's going to go down.
It's going to go down. We're going to have regular gasoline passenger car oil, and I shouldn't say regular. It's going to be some badass stuff like normal, but we are going to jump into that market a bit. So, we got questions. You want to jump into some questions?
Yeah,
let's see who's on there. Andy Goddard, YOLO. Two Studs. What's up, James Bruce, our regular there. Get a hold of my buddy Dakota Sample. He just did a VW Rabbit diesel truck.
There you go.
Cool.
Dakota Sample. All right, thanks, James. Jill Meyers says she likes our guest. Imagine that. You know, my mom chimed in last week. She said she loved the host.
Yeah.
So, Chris Tudor's watching. How you doing, Chris? Dan Zelton. How you doing, Dan? Timmy Roberts. Hi, TJ from Bucyrus. Hi, TJ with the heart. Oh, is that your mom?
Yeah, that's the mom. So we both have our moms and watch TV. We're doing good.
We got it on. We always got it in the audience if our moms are here. Just put order in on the phone. Thanks, Mark. I think Mark.
Yeah, Mark just got off the phone with me actually.
Oh, really?
Right before we came over here, he just placed an order. So
Great. And thanks for coming back in, Mark. I know you're a regular watcher. So, Robert says hi from Stark, Florida. How you doing, Robert? Toot. Love the 2050 race oil. Absolutely, Toot. Toot's one of our sponsored drivers. He's got a nice little team here in Central Ohio. Logan Cavender's back. Says, hey fellas, left a review for the Stiction Eliminator for my gas-powered F-150 the other day. It's doing a great job. Still working on getting the Saab, but got a Geo tracker to start running products in very soon. Cool. We love new vehicles to put in. And Logan's our fellow. TJ, you weren't here the day that I was on with Kevin, because you know Kevin and his Saab. So we found a guy. This guy's building a really cool Saab. So
so he's probably the reason that Kevin's talking about bigger injectors and everything.
yes,
Right?
yes, Logan, you got Kevin motivated. He actually pulled me aside today. Said his injectors just shipped.
Yeah.
He should get them next week. So he's ready for that more boosts. We'll see. But thanks for the review on the Stiction Eliminator for the gas F-150. I mean, that's something we got to say off the top that we can't say enough. Stiction Eliminator is good for gas, diesel. If it's a motor, Stiction Eliminator is good for it.
Absolutely.
So glad to hear you had some good success on that gasoline F-150. Dalen Smith, I hope I said that right. Conventional oil with Stiction Eliminator versus full synthetic oil only. I've been asked this a few times. Dalen, doesn't matter. You can put Stiction Eliminator in any type of oil. So the TJ may back me up here, but the cleansing properties in it are going to do their job regardless of what kind of oil they're in. Now, obviously, we recommend having a higher grade oil just for natural purpose. We talk groups of oil, group 2, group 3, and so forth. So we'd recommend having a synthetic oil, or in our case, even a group 4 PAO oil. But if you're running a conventional oil, it's not going to take anything away from what Stiction Eliminator is going to do in there. Is that right?
Yeah, no, you're correct, and that's one of the questions we get often is conventional or full synthetic, because we ran tests with full synthetic and put PAO oils with the Stiction Eliminator, and we got great results from them. So people are like, well, how's it doing conventional? There is nothing changed in conventional to full synthetic, and so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, actually the first time I used that was in the Rotella T, so
Okay.
it worked out great in that too. And then after my next oil change, I switched over to your guys' oil with the FR3 infused.
Okay.
And I could say on the Stiction test we got going on now with my Marshmallow, originally I had some non-Hot Shots brand oil, I should say. It's a gasoline vehicle, so I don't have gasoline oil yet. So it's not our brand. And I just got to say this on our live video, that Aaron double gasketed my oil filter and dumped 7 quarts of oil all over our shop floor. So actually now I got PAO oil in there thanks to Hot Shot Secret. So our test is going to be, what we did was we took my valve covers off and we took pictures of the inside of the motor, as we're all guinea pigs here when we bring a new car here. So we got a before picture, and we put Stiction in, and I'm going to run it, and I guess, I don't know, we'll check it in 6 months or something and pull it open and see what it looks like inside. So it's got a little bit of different oil. So moral of the story is, it doesn't matter. Whatever oil you got, Stiction's going to do its job. Nothing's going to stop it. Andrew Joseph Orr says, 335D heading out tonight to go break some records with a couple ounces of EDT. Good to hear, Andrew. Yeah, 'tis the season. Race season is upon us. Tracks are open. I know a lot of people have been itching to get out. And if you got a 335D and you're trying to break some records, I mean, like we mentioned earlier with Trey, you better put a lot of that EDT in. More than a couple.
Yeah.
But let us know how it goes, Andrew. Message back later and let us know how it runs. Got another shout out there from Timmy Roberts, TJ. There's Andy Shank from RTM. Passenger car engine oil, EGR, cat safe. Yes, when we get there, again, I said that earlier. We don't have it yet, but it is on the schedule for R&D to develop. And yeah, it will be EGR, it'll be catalytic converter safe, all that. Now, our racing line of oils that we currently carry are obviously good gas or diesel, alcohol, you name it. But those are for racing purposes only, where you don't have emission systems. So we have a lot of sponsored gas drivers out there, and on the racing side of things, but they don't have to worry about emissions, of course. So, open headers, they're good. But yes, once we do develop a passenger car gasoline oil, it'll be all emissions friendly. All right, Tony Romero, what's going on, guys? Drowning in Diesel on Instagram. All right, give you a shout out there, Tony. And Brian Check's watching. How you doing, Brian? He's our fellow guy. I don't know if you've seen our USMC racing guys. Brian's a great dude down there, and I believe they got a race coming up in South Carolina, same week as Rudy's, April 26th, 27th. So if you guys go check out USMC Racing on Facebook, follow them. Great bunch of guys. Brian messaged me earlier. He's got his banners today. So glad to see you fly those banners high, Brian. Go out there and kick some butt. Roger Barwick, I need some. What do you need, Roger? Need some Stiction Eliminator? Ask a good question. You may win some. There's Brad Chick. Vroom, vroom. Hope to see you, Kyle, at the end of the month. Yep, that's what I'm saying, Brian. I hope to make it down there. I'll be in North Carolina at Rudy's opener. You're going to be a couple hours away. If time allows, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to try to make it down to see you. James Bruce. I always get nervous when I see James Bruce pop up. You never know.
No,
he says, hey, Big Country, Dakota Sample is watching, so if you got questions about that rabbit truck, you need to ask him. He is on the up and up on diesel, damn good mechanic. So, hey, you got any questions for somebody out there that's done it on a project you're just about to dig into?
Okay, the biggest question is, why does the pump solenoid lose power all the time? I've had that issue. I mean, to me, I think it's probably some improper grounding going on, but I have not yet to figure it out.
Have you chased the grounds?
I've chased some of the grounds. It's kind of funny. In that truck, there's a bunch of like little crowns, whether they're riveted to the body or whether they're screwed to the body, and they all have spade ground. I just call them crowns, but it's a bunch of little spade grounds where they plug into. So the biggest question, I know it's a known issue. A couple other guys were talking about it, but that pump solenoid loses power and the truck shuts off. So I've got an old Tesla light that I yanked the end of it off and hooked it to the positive end of the battery. So if I'm stranded, I hook it up to the pump solenoid and at least get me home.
Yeah. Well, there you go. If you're watching Dakota, help a fellow Volkswagen diesel project about to happen. Chime in and let us know what you think. David Sanders, how you doing, David? Conventional 1540 with Stiction Eliminator made a noticeable noise level difference in my LBZ this oil change. Thanks for that info, David. So chiming back into the question earlier, conventional, synthetic, PAO, you name it, Stiction Eliminator is still going to do its job. Big Country.
Hey, we missed Timmy's question up here. He said, what would work in a 2009 Dodge Ram 1500? It is gas. Stiction Eliminator, first oil change, 16 ounces of it, and then the gasoline extreme. So what will work best in it?
I'm not seeing a question. I'm missing stuff again, Levi. Remind me if I'm missing anybody. Yeah, but Stiction and then FR3. You can run to FR3 after that, too.
Yeah, after that, normally, in any gas vehicle that I run Stiction Eliminator in, I'll do it every fourth oil change and run to FR3 in between.
And remember, all of our additives are good gas or diesel, except for our diesel fuel additives, of course, you know. So especially all on the oil side, you're good with gas or diesel.
And TBN booster, really, you don't want to really throw it in your...
Yes, you can. That's a whole long story. We debate over that all the time. So
the gasoline additive, how often are you guys running that? Because in a diesel, we put it in every fill up. So the gasoline additive,
that's a little different. The gasoline extreme is designed for what we say every 10,000 miles
every 10,000
or so.
miles, yep.
Okay.
So that's a little different. And really, it's because the diesel extreme, the EDT, they got a deep injector clean. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like comparable to the diesel extreme. That's why it's kind of gasoline extreme.
Gotcha.
Where you do it every 6,000 miles or so on the diesel side. But with EDT, we're trying to treat really bad ultra low sulfur diesel fuel.
Right.
Gasoline is a much more highly refined product, so you really we don't have a gasoline problem with the motors. It's not causing much of a problem.
Yeah.
But we're taking the opportunity with Gasoline Stream to get in there, clean everything out from the tank to the lines, right through the injectors. I did it on mine when we put the Stiction in, and I picked up like, I was sitting strong at like 1.8, and then after a few days later, I was about 2.1 mile per gallon higher. So, but we also say, if you got a brand new car, it's not going to do anything for you.
Right.
This isn't, whereas if you have a brand new diesel, EDT is going to do something for you on that first tank, you know.
Yep.
But on the Gasoline Extreme side of things, it's a cleanser. It's a cleanser to get out there and clean out your fuel system. So it's really, the worse off your car is, the dirtier your system is, the better gains you're going to see out of it.
Yeah, like I said, I put it in my wife's Charger. It's a 100,000 mile car, and it made a considerable
motor
difference.
she got?
It's the 5.9 Hemi.
5.7?
5.7 Hemi. I'm sorry.
Does she have a good tick? A Hemi tick?
No.
No?
No.
Well,
Just got lucky.
yeah. We're going to start that test back up. We're looking. We started doing some Hemi tick testing, but then they all hid for the winter. So now that 'tis the season, they're coming back out. We'll keep your eye on that. So if it starts ticking, usually it's about that age when they start doing it. So Joe Vanitas says, "Hi from Missouri. Use your products on my Duramax and love them." Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Hey, out there in Missouri. James Bruce, he works at Wiggy's Garage in Kentucky. I guess that's your guy with the...
Yeah, and Dakota.
Mm-hmm. David Baker's watching. How you doing, David? One of our sponsored local racers here. David Sanders says, FR3 and hydraulics on zero-turn mower made control sticks more responsive also. People don't believe that. It's so true. Any hydraulic system you have, FR3 is great for. That's the first I heard about a zero-turn, though. I'm serious.
He was just telling us that he just put it in his mower.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Tell us that story.
Yeah.
What's that?
The mower.
Oh, yeah. I've started running it in some of my mowers too, and they
What
were
kind of mowers?
Dixie choppers.
That's right. See, I didn't know
Yep.
the motor.
Yeah.
I've only put it in a push mower.
Yeah, no, I run it in they have the 27 horse Generac engines on them. And I've started running it in them too, so it's working out pretty good.
And we're going to slap it on a dyno, right?
Yeah, a wheel dyno.
Wheel down. Yeah.
That's how crazy we are. We actually tried. It didn't
Yeah.
work. But we wanted to try. Logan Cavender, going to run some of the 10W30 oil and Stiction Eliminator in the Geo. Going to try to have it up and ready for the Alabama Gambler 500 race later this year. Which oil would you recommend for that engine? It will be decatted soon. All right.
Okay.
So first off, 10W30, you already got FR3 in there. So if you're doing an initial clean out, some people always ask us, do I need to put FR3 or Stiction Eliminator if we're running your oil? Technically, no.
But
on a first cleanse?
Right, I recommend doing it.
Yep. A first cleanse, I would put a dose of Stiction Eliminator, even if you're using our oil that already has FR3, which got some cleanser in it. Once you decat, once you get the cats out of there, you're really open for anything. And they even say, what kind of car was this? This
This
was...
is Geo Tracker.
Okay, so it's gas car. So they really, and I see it a lot more and more, diesel oil is what they call like the poor man's race oil. So rather, we've got some really high-end racing oil, but if you don't have those emission systems on the car, and you're using it for that race purpose type of thing, diesel oil is great, and that's because a diesel oil has a much more robust additive package in there that a catalytic converter just can't handle.
Yeah, it'd actually turn into ash that would actually clog the catalytic converter. So, yeah.
So if you're pulling the cats and you're turning it into a race car for that, you
Only
could
ran
run
in Mexico.
in Mexico. You can either go step all the way up to our adrenaline, which is a high zinc product that's going to protect that engine, or I'm assuming that the Gambler 500, that's a distance race, so I would recommend the Black Diamond.
Yeah,
because the Black Diamond's got the high zinc that our racing oils do, but it's also got a really robust TBN package for all the miles you're going to put on it.
Right. Yeah, the Black Diamond would be best in that situation for doing that.
So what I would do if I were you, as you're getting ready for that race, again, pick your oil, run some Stiction Eliminator through now. Let's get that motor cleaned out, and then as you get ready for the race, switch over to Black Diamond. You won't need to add any extra Stiction Eliminator or FR3. It's got plenty in there. It's got plenty of zinc, plenty of TBN. You'll be good to go for that race. You may want to look into some of our gear oil and transmission fluids because under heavy-duty loads like that, long distance, they're going to help you get your temperatures down too.
Yeah, which we actually The Outlaw Desert Racers that do the Can-Am racers and everything, that's one of their biggest turn-ons is putting our gear oils and stuff inside of their, or even just the FR3, is because of the lower operating temperatures.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yep. And we talked about that a little because, and there's FR3, we got a little FR3 in our Stiction Eliminator,
Yep.
and part of what it does is not just the friction reduction, as we call it, a friction reducer, but also, as we talked about, the nano carbon technology in there. The microscopic nano-sized carbon balls are actually pulling some of that heat out from the oil itself, because we've got the only patent that allows those carbon molecules to stay suspended, and we're finding out some really cool stuff. And speaking of the future, we got some really cool future stuff coming up for FR3. It's cool when we talk about 1.3. We always talk about the cool stuff we do here. Let's just start dreaming about what we're doing in 10 years. It's fun. It's just fun around here to do that. So I hope that answered your question, Logan. Jill Meyers says, but his wife's car hauls ass. I know it does. I'm a big fan of the 5.7 Heavy. That's a solid motor. Brian Shack, wait a minute. Is that a beer koozie?
That's a sticker slapped on the side of a...
Yeah, it's just a sticker, Brian. It's custom. Maybe I'll make one for you and send it your way. And it's not beer. I wish it was. Could have waited a little longer for that. Mark Cowles, I asked about FR3 last week in my tractor hydraulic system, but didn't mention it is hydrostatic. Is it still good to put in? I think this is right up TJ's.
That's what I thought he meant.
You were talking about last week.
The hydrostatic, the FR3, we don't want to put in it. We haven't tested that. The hydraulic, yes. We're not 100% sure how it would react.
You had a reason behind that. Do you remember?
If I'm remembering correctly,
do we need to call Kevin in?
Well, he's the one that actually was telling me that it probably wasn't the best thing to do, because he said that it would actually cause it to be too slippery.
Right.
And he said, I don't want to chance it and cause issues. So yeah, the TSC would work in it, not that FR3.
So there you go, Mark. We don't recommend it until we test. Logan Cavender, look up the Gamer 500 Racing, $500 car for 500 miles. It's the poor man's rally race. Oh, those are awesome. Those are awesome. Yeah, put some good fluids in it. That's going to get you. That's going to keep those. Because I imagine most of them that are going to battle the race are going to overheat.
Yeah.
So if we can keep your heat down, you got a good shot at it. Good luck, Logan. Let us know how it goes.
There's a friend of mine back home. He does the gumballs.
The gumballs.
Yeah, the racing is basically the same thing.
Yep. I see that they sometimes have like the demolition derby on like the $500 cars. I want to do that sometime. And lemons, and that's the thing about Brian Schick says lemons does too. The USMC Racing, they do like their series is called the 24 Hours of Lemons rather than Le Mans. So and they go out there and do distance long racing. I think 8-hour events, 24-hour events, a bunch of crazy stuff. So do I need Mark Cowles? Don't need any free stuff this week. I have enough. Yeah, we're gonna start a ban list.
Who doesn't get free product and who does? But Lee Childress asks, how would we go about possible sponsorship on a gas drag car?
Well, Lee, you would send me an email and send me your info. But I will say, as much as we'd love to sponsor everybody out there, usually we review sponsorships in the off season around November and December to kind of set the game plan for the following year. But feel free to shoot me an email. We got a sponsorship form I can send you, and we can kind of keep it on file, and we review kind of at the end of the year. A little late in the season right now, and I don't have any more budget unless TJ wants to give me some money to sponsor somebody.
Yeah, let me just.
But we wish we could do sponsor everybody out there. We're happy for everybody who kind of runs our products, and we got a really good group of sponsored racers that represent our brand really well. And like you said, I mean, we met a great guy like you through our relationship with Firepunk, and
right.
So we sponsor the entire Firepunk team. So we're really happy about those relationships. James says, I'm the lazy river today with you, coming from Kiss Me, Florida. He was like in a rental car last week, right?
He was.
Because he put FR3 in his rental car. So that's dedication.
That is Cowboy Thor.
That is dedication.
We love dedicated to Hot Shot Seeker, and he has used the FR3 beard oil.
Yes. Not on purpose.
Yeah, not on purpose. I don't think any time it's ever gotten in my beard, it's been on purpose. It's an accident.
Tom Perini says hi. Speaking of sponsored racers, Tom's got the 63 split window Top Sportsman Hot Shot Secret Wrap Corvette. It is a bad car. Tom, when are you racing next?
I was going to say, we haven't seen that bad boy.
He got down there to Florida and just said, I'd just rather just kick my feet up in the sand.
He turned into a true snowbird.
You did. Come on, Tom. Hey, right when he got down there, he got in a race. You know that one race I remember?
Yep.
I was watching it live on the feed. So good to see you, Tom. Logan's 24 Hours Le Mans is with the Gambler 500 group. It's all good fun. Awesome. Maybe you and Brian can link up together. So, wow, thanks for all the comments. Keep them coming. Again, we got our special guest, Chad Meyers 73. Check out his YouTube page, Chad Meyers 73, and all his social media stuff. I'm sure Levi's probably tossed it across the screen and showing everybody. If you got any questions for Chad and what he does, feel free to post them up. Why don't we kind of run through? We still got a couple house cleaning things to do before we get into the product. We got a bunch of dealers to recognize. We always like to recognize our independent dealers. You want to shout those out?
Yeah, so this week, like Kyle said, we do have a lot of dealers. Some are new, some are old. Nutek Tirecraft Auto Center out of Leamington, Ontario, Canada. DNR Customs out of Casco, Michigan. East Coast Performance Center out of Milford, Delaware. Diamond Diesel out of Beecher, Illinois. R&R Auto and Diesel Repair out of Byron, Illinois. Bridgeport Auto Sales out of Maquoketa, Iowa.
Oh, man, you butchered
that.
that.
Yeah, I did. Peterbilt of Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Ben's Truck Repair in Red Bluff, California. And Fritz Ford Riverside out of Riverside, California. So,
Maquoketa?
yeah, Maquoketa. Also, 6-month buyback guarantee for all new dealers.
Yeah, just like our products. If you're buying off the shelf, money back guarantee, you're going to be happy with it.
Yeah,
Dealers out there, if you're on the fence, jump on board. 6-month buyback guarantee.
As well as anybody who becomes a dealer and then reorders within the first 60 days of that initial order.
How much does your shipping cost?
You get free shipping.
It's free shipping.
So,
And on the web orders, remember, 10% off bundles. How much is shipping on that, Levi?
Free.
It's free shipping. Wow, we got some great deals around here.
we do.
We do. So, TV? Oh, man.
I was going to say, you were down for this one.
I completely
I'm
forgot
surprised
about this. I completely forgot. Well, they moved this up. This wasn't supposed to be for a couple weeks. So, TV notice this Sunday on Velocity, now Motor Trend Network, at 8:30 a.m. is the premiere of the episode I just went down and filmed. I swear it was like 2 weeks ago. Like, the turnaround time was so quick on it. I mean, it was like a month ago. But we teamed up with Firepunk. And Levon Miller and I went down to Tennessee to shoot this episode on Performance TV. We got half the episode. We got 2 different segments in there. I haven't even seen it yet, so I got like 1 take at it. So I hope it's good. But it's really cool because we do a lot of television and try to get our product out there to new markets and new people. Performance TV was a new program for us to be on, and of course it's right there on Motor Trend, and it's on the Sunday morning where all the car and truck shows are going. So it was a good audience for us, and to have Levon come down and do it with me was cool because normally it's just hot shots, but it was really funny. Levon came down in his 40-foot brand new RV that they just got with the 40-foot trailer behind it. All in, we brought the S10 down there. So the save the racks S10s on the episode. We split it up over half the show with Hot Shots and Firepunk kind of working in tandem. It's the first time we've partnered up with somebody on a TV, deal like that. So I'm excited to see it. I had a great time with Levon down there. It's the first time I've actually ever seen Levon drive the S10 too.
Really?
Because Larson's always driving.
Yeah.
So I actually got to see Levon drive it and do a little burnout and everything. We had a good time. So Sunday morning premiere episode, 8:30 a.m. on Motor Trend TV, and it is the Performance TV episode. So watch it, record it, and get back to us next week. Let us know what you thought. Oh yeah, we talked about our Stiction Eliminator, FR3, Diesel Extreme, EDT, and we kind of cover the Adrenaline line as well as Save the Racks. And Levon goes over what Firepunk does, because a lot of people know Firepunk as this badass racing team that breaks world records and everything. But man, like as you said, you know them now. These guys are the hardest working guys in the game. They have a great shop down there. They sell about every product you can need for your truck.
Yep.
They're really Cummins specialists, but I was there maybe a month ago, and they've got a crazy Ford build going on in there. I mean, a crazy build. And then when I was there like 2 weeks ago, they had another Ford in there. At the same time, I saw 2 Fords in there. So they're not Cummins only, although that's what they specialize in. And transmission experts with the anteater and all that stuff.
Knew them mainly from was the transmission.
That's what they're known for. I mean, they build some cool. Do you have their little switch on the fly device?
Mm-mm.
It's really cool.
No, I don't.
It's really cool.
The anteater?
You can't do it. You can't do it in gasoline cars. It's amazing what those guys have cracked the code on those transmissions. But,
I can't do that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got that thing you move.
Yeah.
But shout out to Firepunk, Levon, a good friend of the company, and we had a good time down there. So catch that premiere Sunday morning.
Also, we just came out with another article that Brian has wrote for us.
We have.
It's called The Differences Between Huey and Non-Huey Injectors. There was some people like, why don't you just say uni injection and common rail? And we're like, well, not everybody understands that those are two different things. They either know Huey injectors, which are fired by oil, or they know non-Huey injectors, which are fired by fuel.
Right.
So we want to thank Shane Mott at L&M Fuel Injection in Lafayette, Louisiana, for helping with the article. So what else?
That's up on the.
That's
up on the website, right, Levi?
Yeah, and we shared it on Facebook.
Articles. It's shared on our Facebook page. So, just more of that content we kind of get out there. Kind of like what you do a little bit. Just kind of getting some education out to people and kind of what you run through.
I saw that on there when I was on the website last night.
Yeah. Do you read it?
I have not read it yet.
See, I was going to quiz you. Good answers.
I have not read it yet.
Well, we deal with the Huey injectors a lot. I mean, like I said, Stiction Eliminator, this product was initially designed for that. And
Right.
we've kind of told the story before. If it wasn't for the Huey injector, this company probably wouldn't exist. That's where the Hot Shot Secret was born. At the time, the original formulation, a lot of people don't know this, was called Hot Shot Secret. It wasn't called Stiction Eliminator.
Right.
And then once Chris took it into a brand, he changed the name to Hot Shot Secret and made the product name Stiction Eliminator. But it's the only product that can really get in there and clean out the oil side of that Huey injector.
Right.
Now, since then, over the years, we've reformulated this product many, many times because we're always putting our own products back into R&D to find out, the changes in vehicles and new opportunities, new technology out there. So our current formula today is such a great product for, again, any motor. But often we get kind of stigmatized into the Huey injector only. And there's a lot of 6.0s and 7.3s. The way I look at it is, if you have an engine, Stiction Eliminator is a great product for you. If you have a 6.0 or 7.3, you have to have Stiction Eliminator. It's like a mandatory product to keep it running good. So check out that new article on the website. Thanks to Brian Bailey, who's been our friend over at Martin Company, has been doing some great writing for us. What else is in the news, TJ?
So we did have our Q2 company-wide meeting today.
Every quarter we shut the whole place down and we all get together.
Yeah, so if you were calling and we didn't get to your call, it was because we were in that meeting. But if you left us a voicemail, we got back to you.
Yeah, and it's the only time we actually are unavailable, and it's because we get the whole company together, everybody, and we kind of go through each department. What we did previous quarter, what we're going to do next quarter. So it's a good thing. Everybody keeps everyone on the same page.
Yeah,
here.
it keeps us all on the same page to make sure that company's moving forward and not backwards. So.
Oh, and look at the next thing it says there.
Yeah, the next thing is what you've already said, but we were even told more about what's going on today of the R&D working on several new products. So we've been approached about some things, lubricity, engine oils for gas engines. And
are we allowed to put a timeline on there? I think he gave us a...
Yeah, he said on the oil? Or
no, the lubricity.
Lubricity, he said it was going to be a couple weeks?
Yeah, well, that's still when R&D's done.
Yeah, that's when R&D will be done.
I think we're waiting on our final testing. So we've talked a lot about it kind of lately. We kind of let the cat out of the bag, but this is a super lubricity product. We haven't named it yet. And it's going to change the market for anybody who's into the CP. What are they? The
CP3 and CP4.
Fours, yeah. Our R&D killed it. I mean, it wasn't like we tried to beat things by 5 or 10%. Get happy. They tripled the best
Yeah.
on the market. I mean, it blew
Yeah,
it out
well,
of the water.
and that's what Kevin was telling us this morning. They took the HFRR test, or the HRF, or whatever. Yeah,
That test.
Yeah, high reciprocal frequency.
Oh, now you can try.
Yeah, high frequency reciprocation test.
Ah, give it up.
So, where it would constantly run the peg over top of the metal
Right.
and see how big of a wear scar
Wear
it
scar,
left.
yeah.
And we used one of the competitor products that claims that they have the best lubricity, and then ran it against ours. So that's where
And how did that test turn out?
ours destroyed it. So it was kind of like, yep, okay, we can do this. Let's go ahead and make the
So
product.
for any of you out there that have been looking for a lubricity product, it's coming.
Yep.
It's coming. Testing, and more testing, it says here at LSI. Yeah, R&D is very busy. Got a lot of testing going on. Events, well, like I say, 'tis the season. Here comes the racing stuff. We have the Rudy season opener, the kickoff to the Outlaw Diesel Super Series. That's April 26th, 27th, something that weekend. It's the last weekend of April here. I'll be going down. I know I'm going to be seeing our sponsor driver, Trey Sykes. He's going to be out there. Looking forward to it. Rudy's is they put on such a great event. Outlaw Diesel is just such a great, series anyway. So it's going to be fun to kick off the season. We're going to have our canopy down there. I believe we're going to have all our products on a deep discount. So for you down there in North Carolina or anybody coming out to the Outlaw Diesel, stop by the booth. It's a good time to stock up on your products. We're going to have everything for sale there. And we're planning for UCC because as soon as we get back from North Carolina, I'm going to turn around and head to Indianapolis because we got UCC the next weekend, and we got some cool stuff planned for that. I know. I think the cat's kind of been out of the bag with. We've been doing a lot of testing with Rudy's Performance, and they've got they're going to have. I think both their trucks are really running UCC. One's running the Outlaw side of things, and then the all-wheel drive they're going to compete, with.
Yeah.
So, but we also are sponsoring. A couple other guys are going to be running in it, so
Well, is Wade going to be? Wade's not going to be there, is he?
he's going to try to be ready by then.
Okay.
He's a little set back, but I think he should be ready.
And then the
Hope to be ready.
S10, will they be taking the S10 up there as well?
Fire pump?
Fire pump?
Yeah, it's going to be running on the Outlaw side of things because you remember there's an
Oh,
Outlaw
yeah,
Diesel
that's
event
right.
running with
Yep.
UCC,
Okay.
and then keep saying it every week. I'm going to plug it till it gets here. A little bit out still, but at the end of May 31st, June 1st, Ohio has our first diesel. Firepunk Diesel, Outlaw Diesel Revenge at Killcare Raceway, May 31st, June 1st. Saturday night finale, fueled by Hot Shot Secret. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to plug it every week until we get there. Just really happy to have an event here.
And one of the fun things to know about the UCC coming up as well is a lot of people have been asking to see the S10 versus Ryan Milliken because he just set the record of 4.28.
And these guys-
Well, this might be the second meeting they have because this weekend, Kyle, where are they going to be at this weekend?
It's in Kentucky. They're going down to Beach Bend, right?
Yeah, they're going to Beach Bend.
But them boys are going to go race with the gassers.
Yeah.
Oh, we love it. We absolutely love it when we see that. So both Ryan Milliken's got his car out there. The S10's going down on here. It's called the Outlaw Streetcar Reunion.
Yep.
I have Tennessee, but I thought you said it was Beach Bend. I got to check where it's at. It's down south of us somewhere. But man, good luck, guys. I mean, the whole entire diesel motorsports community is behind you. We love seeing a diesel vehicle put a gas car back on the trailer. And this is heads up stuff. There's no handicapping here.
Right.
These are diesel cars that are entering into the gasoline world and just hurting feelings. We love it. So Firepunk, kick some butt down there. Ryan Milliken, good luck. I hope you we'll all be watching, and I hope you guys really impress some of these gas folks and show what diesel's really doing.
I mean, it's awesome to see because you don't hear too many times of gas vehicles coming over and try to race diesel vehicles. But then you got diesel guys like Ryan Milliken and Firepunk that they're like, hey, let's see if we can compete. Because I mean, you're talking 4.2.
And then there's the other side of it, just the battle between the S10 and
Oh, yeah.
and the Nova. It's like those two cars, they've now traded like the world record back and forth. So that little fun race in between the two of them that's going on during a gasoline big event is just cool, man. So I hope they don't have to face each other unless they knock out every gasser and face
Yeah,
each
that
other in
would-
the
that would- that
finals.
would be
That would
awesome.
just break the internet. So
what's kind of cool about that is, though, you know, if you go to the races, it's like a run what you brung. You got an 8,000-pound diesel truck racing, you know, a 3,000-pound gas car, and it just smokes it.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
Especially if it's hood stacked and all they see is black smoke anyway.
Yep. So you're in Lima, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
are you gonna make it down for the Outlaw Diesel Revenge?
I'm
That's a
hoping
wrong
to.
answer. That is. Hell yeah, I
Yes,
am.
I am. I will be there.
All right. So it's May 31st, June
Okay.
1st. Have you been to an Outlaw race before?
No, I haven't.
Man, you're gonna have a blast. I mean, it is like diesel truck overload, show and shine racing. I mean, just all the baddest diesel trucks from all around the nation are gonna come here, and they're gonna be right in our backyard. So, looking forward to it. So May 31st, June 1st, you're gonna be there. Maybe I'll have you come sign autographs in my booth, some Chad Meyers gear.
All right. I'll see if I can bring one of the vehicles.
There you go.
If one of them's running.
Yeah. We'll get one going by then.
Yeah.
Let's check back in. It looks like we got some more questions. Let's see. Tom says he's going to be at the first cash days. Tom, I'm not going to be. I'm going to be down in North Carolina. So, are you bringing? Let me know if you're bringing the car up. I'd love to know that, but I'm guessing you're probably just flying in. But yeah, what he's talking about is we sponsor the local track here, Pacemakers Dragway, and we have the Hot Shot Secret Cash Days, and the first event is the same weekend as our season opener. So,
Right.
well, I hope we get to see you, Tom, while you're in town. Riley McFarland says, "What about sponsored professional cowboys and cowgirls? They drive thousands of miles a year hauling around the country." Absolutely. Like I said, we don't have a big sponsorship budget, but we're happy to help out anybody. Actually, a lot of my sponsored like racers, they don't even understand out of the gate when they love our racing oil and stuff like that. But then it's like, man, that EDT, I'm saving so many miles, towing this big old trailer, this race trailer around the country. It's they start to fall in love with our diesel fuel additives.
Yeah,
more
and some of them are like, yeah, man, I regen all the time when I'm pulling these big trailers, but then I started using your guys' Diesel Extreme and EDT, and I don't regen but once or twice a month, maybe.
Yeah, it's Brandon Mass at Mass Traction. Mm-hmm. He's a track prep guy that pulls this huge trailer of really heavy track equipment around, and we sponsor Mass Traction. And he's not a racer or anything. He cleans all, he does all the prep for the tracks. But I think he said he's in one of our articles recently. He runs our EDT, and he said he saved $6,000 in fuel.
Yep.
Yes, and he zigzags the country all season long, and just by using our EDT. So I don't have this big motorsports budget to give people $6,000, but I gave him some EDT that he saved him $6,000, so it all comes out good for them. Let's see, Tyler Sarmiento. I thought as far as diesels go, the Power Stroke 6.0 and 7.3 were the only motors that benefited from using Stiction Eliminator. Most other engines would need FR3. Wrong, Tyler. That's a lot of people think that. And again, it was first formulated for the 6.0 and 7.3 HUI injector issue. And that's why so many people think it's only for that. But absolutely not. This product is good for any motor. At the end of the day, what we're doing is we're cleaning up varnish. We're cleaning up, and any motor is going to have a high oil burn. Peek down inside. Look at the back side of your oil cap. I just saw one of our reviews came in. They used Stiction Eliminator for the first time, and they were surprised that, I think it was David Sanders that said that. And he was surprised at how the backside of his oil cap even got cleaned. And he's like, I can't even imagine that much oil even splashes up that high.
Right.
But just enough cleaning that. So imagine what it's doing inside the motor and the internals.
Yeah, when you're heating that up and then you're shutting it down, it's going from hot to cold. It's going to stick. It's got to stick somewhere. So that Stiction Eliminator is cleaning it up. And then a lot of times when you got your seals and rings starting to pretty much go away, they need puff back up. So that's what Stiction
Eliminator revitalizes those.
Yeah, it revitalizes them back to where they were.
Yeah, and you got the carbon and oxidation build up inside the motor. The only way you're going to clean it out is with, a Stiction Eliminator like that. So that's a motor problem. That's not a HUI injector 6073 problem. That's any single motor out there. So thanks for the comment. I'm glad to be able to clear that up. Mark Cowles, On the Way Speedway holds semi-truck drag racing last year, loaded in bobtail first.
That's the one Don's been talking about.
Is that the one up in Michigan?
Yeah, that's the one he's going to try to get to where they're up. It's like an uphill drag racing or whatever.
Will be a good place to promote the products. You know, Mark, we're kind of already on it. Yeah, on our way, Michigan. Yeah, that's the one Don's talking about. Yeah, it's crazy video if you guys look at it. It's uphill semi-truck drag racing.
Yep.
It is so cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I think Don's going to try to make it out there. So we're going to try to be out there. So if you're that way, Mark, come see us if we do. Uphill drags it is, yep. And Max Pavlik. Max is back. Instant difference on my Hemi before and after oil change. Meter results sent to inbox. Oh, cool. We love results. We love technology stuff. So thanks, Max. Good. Thanks for the feedback there. We'd love to. I think, did he send it to our page? Cool. I appreciate it, Max. Thanks for the info. Tom's talking about Caterpillars, Nanostar's.
Yeah, he was answering.
Oh, to Tyler.
Yep.
Gotcha. How does Hot Shots compare to Redline? That's a good question, Riley. I'm assuming you're talking about our racing line of oils. Because we were talking the other day about anybody out there that has a true Group 4 PAO. And Redline came up as one of the only one possible ones out there that are doing a full blend PAO. We don't know. We got to find out. I'd imagine they're a blend. Like, we're a pure Group 4 PAO. Right. But Redline's a great product. I mean, around here, we don't trash other products. I mean, I'll call out some products.
Yeah, just call them what they are.
If it's trash, I'll call it out. But there's good products out there, and I respect some of the good stuff out there. But I can do that because I always know those are what we benchmark. When we make stuff, when we build a new product, we go find out what's the best thing out there. And we set that as the benchmark to test, develop, formulate something, and then surpass. And until we surpass it, we don't put anything out. We won't even get into that marketplace. So yeah, something like Redline was something that was on our radar when we jumped into racing oils. But the fact that ours is, I guarantee our added package is better. But we both are going to have a high zinc package in there that's going to protect your motor. But one of the great things about ours being a pure Group 4 PAO is it's just not going to shear. It's not going to come out of grade. And now we've got how many world records on it? And we got some. And 'tis the season.
I was going to say.
So, I mean, as we get more and more a bigger name into motorsports, and now here it is. I mean, I can't wait to see what we do this year with all the guys running our stuff. So, yeah, it's just going to catch on more and more.
And you're right, though. That's one of the big things that I think that people are expecting from us a lot of times is just to start slinging mud at somebody else.
Right.
And in all honesty, we're basing our line off the best, and then going from there to make sure we're making a better product than that. So yeah, I mean, like you said, there's a lot of people out there that make good products.
Yep.
But then there's some that they're making products that are just they're not.
And
good.
Unfortunately, the snake oils out there put a bad name on everything.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's Chad's a good example of, like I said, we don't pay him to do stuff. He tried. I've seen other products than ours on the show, but
right.
I'm also glad that once he got to our product, he was like, "Wow."
I stayed. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, you go from their product, you put this much in, and you go to that other company, you have to put this much in. So I mean, you're saving money here, not here.
Yep. And that's funny too. We get that. It's a thing Chris fought for years with the retailers that would say, "Hey, can you put like that much filler in your product so
That's
when a
more
customer
cost-effective."
feels like they're getting a lot of it," and he just wouldn't. I mean, look at our EDT.
Yep.
1 ounce. People are like, "Wait, 1 ounce? There's a cetane booster. There's a moisture dispersant. There's a we can go through the whole thing."
Yeah. Well, but you bring up a good point because a lot of people, whenever it started going into retail and into Walmart and stuff, they're like, "Oh, well, that downgraded their product." No, it absolutely did not. That's one of the battles we've constantly faced is we're not going to downgrade our product to go on a shelf.
And and we have one product.
Right.
So the stuff we formulate, as you mentioned, when we did our FR3 and we started developing our FR3, and you talked to Firepunk and they said they told you we tested it down there. It was we let them do it on their dyno, and it showed the horsepower gains on it, and that's actually what got them to say heck, because they really weren't even believers. They were just being nice guys that were buying some dyno time from for testing, and the rest is history with them. Now we're doing crazy stuff, So it's
it may cost a little bit more, but like I just said, you're only using this much versus this much.
Right.
So I mean, you're not.
We have
spending
actually
anymore.
done some analysis. We should probably publish them. I think we have them internally for our account executives with some of our competitors, and
Per
the actual
year,
the
how much?
cost analysis on our products are actually often less because it might be more per bottle, but over a year's usage of it, you get more out of ours for a smaller price.
Right.
So it's you get what you pay for.
Yep.
Just saying. And you can bundle up some stuff for 10% off right now, can't you, Levi? You like that, huh?
And you guys do have bigger packaging for your fleets too, don't you?
Yeah. So once we get in the fleets, we have everything from 5-gallon buckets, the drums, the totes, and
we'll back a tanker up.
I was gonna say, if you want a tanker, we'll back that bad jam out.
I actually hear the backup siren
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
I think there's a tanker in the warehouse right now.
Yeah, there probably is a tanker in the warehouse.
So yeah, we'll give you as much as you need. Dalen Smith says O'Reilly's in Lubbock just bought some FR3 from them. Great, thanks, Dalen. Glad to see O'Reilly's carries our FR3 nationwide. I think there's 6,000 stores or so.
Yeah.
So
It's
pretty widely available now. James Bruce, I can tell you that my beard is looking great in this lazy river with my FR3 Unicord beard oil.
Yes.
But I don't think the beautiful rainbow in the water is liked too well by the pool boy. Look at the PM pic I just sent.
Man.
Well, I'll leave it up to Levi if he wants
Yeah.
to post the pictures that he's. Oh no, he's
man.
going to.
Oh, cowboy.
Oh, we love James. Jan Burkhart, that's good to hear. Keep it up. Communication is really important to keep things moving forward. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the picture now. We're at a little bit of a delay. That's great.
Oh, leave it to James Bruce.
Tom Perini, car coming home this week. Oh wow, interesting. Too bad. Then I'll see you before I go, Tom. Get up with me when you get in town. Riley McFarland, thank you for covering that and answering some questions. Going to give my 7.3 and tractor some hot shot love. Great to hear that, Riley. Let us know how it goes, man. We love hearing back from you guys after you tried it. So tune in next week. We'll be here when? Next Friday at 3 also?
3 o'clock?
Good Friday?
Oh, well, yeah, it'll be Good
Oh.
Friday. So we will not be here for Good Friday.
Are we going to have a Facebook Thursday live?
We're going to have a Facebook Thursday.
Is that what we're gonna
3
do?
p.m. That's what's going
I
on.
don't know what we're gonna do, but stay tuned. We'll do something next week. We're not gonna leave you hanging. We know you guys need this. This is something you need every single week. It kind of caps your week off. But we haven't really got too deep into the Stiction.
we didn't get
This
too
happens
far.
every time we bring a guest on too. We're kind of working a little bit over time, but. Top things that we got to remember, the big questions we always get is treatment usage. We've been trying to clean that up a little bit because we got some charts. I know that like do I have a semi or whatnot. Good rule of thumb with that is 4 ounces per quart on your initial dosage, and then on your subsequent oil changes, you can just go down to 2 ounces per quart for like a maintenance dosage. You want to put it in with fresh oil, so this goes in on the front side of your oil change. You leave it in there for the whole interval. As Chris likes to say, it's kind of like, would you add soap to your washing machine halfway through the cycle? No.
Right.
You put it at the very beginning. The longer it's in there, the better. What's so unique is that we have the capability to clean and lubricate at the same time. And this goes for not just this product, quite a few of our products. Whereas some of the other products out there that are made to strip a motor of its gunk are very harmful. They're very harsh products. They can do the job in a way, but that's also why those products are, you're told to put them in there, clean it, and dump it out of your car. Get that oil out as quick as possible. With ours, this is made of Group 4 PAOs, Group 5 esters. The only thing this can do is make whatever oil you have better. So, I mean, the bases in this, like to the question earlier about conventional or synthetic or PAO, it doesn't matter. This will improve your oil package. It'll improve the film strength of it. It'll improve like we said on the wearer's car testing, it's all shown there. So you really want to put it in the beginning, leave it in as long as you can, and then you can go to FR3 on the next oil change or come back to a maintenance dosage of Stiction. Any other things that you want to say about Stiction?
No, I think that pretty much is.
Those are the big questions
Yep.
we usually get most of the time. How about you, Chad? Anything you want to see? Why don't you shout out all your social media again?
On YouTube, it's ChadMeyer73. Instagram, Chad_Meyer73. Twitter is the same, ChadMeyer73. I think it's underscore in there. I don't know. I don't check my
It is.
Twitter
I
very
checked
well.
earlier.
On Facebook, 27th, we have a Volkswagen only show in Lima, Ohio.
That's right.
So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'll be there with the caddy, and also we'll have a booth set up with some hot shots
products.
Amazing.
So have some literature.
When
have
is that?
some April 27th in Lima, Ohio.
Okay.
Be under Krager Automotive's Facebook page. They're promoting it, and they asked me to come out and bring the truck because it's kind of a unique vehicle.
It is.
And they also asked me to bring some of the Hot Shots products and promote them.
Great. We love getting more people introduced to
Be
them.
a lot of gas and diesel Volkswagens there, so see if I can't get them turned over.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. So, Chad, thanks for coming on. Thanks for all you do.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh man, we loved it. We gave you a little tour. You're welcome to hang around, and
Yep.
we can even find an office space for you. If you, you could always use another hand around here. But really, we appreciate it. We appreciate what you do. Like I said, we're one of these brands that a lot of times we'll do like marketing kind of research studies and say what makes you choose your additive and stuff, because we're trying to find out how do we message best. Do we tell people all about it, science behind our stuff? Do we tell them?
Right.
And one of the number one things we hear time and time again is it's based on a referral.
Right.
As a trusted source told me this is good stuff. And us as a company, we, not to brag, I don't care to brag, we have damn good products.
Yeah, you do.
And I know
agree.
it, but when I tell people that, I'm just a guy working for the company.
Yep.
So a guy like you that has a good following, has an honest show that really does like just good, honest reviews of stuff. When you tell your audience it's a good product, it goes so much more light years than what we can do. So, and again, we're not paying them to say it.
Yeah.
It's
And-
just organically that way. So I just want to let you know we really appreciate what you do, and thank you for everything.
And I appreciate it. Thank you. When I do my editing too, I do not edit out my screw ups. I'm only human. I make mistakes.
Right.
I put my screw ups in there.
Right.
When I was doing my valve springs, I put Hamilton springs in my truck. I dropped one of the valve keepers in the engine. And I was sweating bullets. And I talked to a friend of mine on Instagram that I know, and he says, "Don't sweat it." He goes, "Just roll your engine over before you start it the first time, make sure everything's good, and it's either sitting on that ledge behind the tappet cover or it's in the oil pan."
Right.
So, but there's always that, oh man, what did I just do?
Right.
But I left it in the video.
That's why I like your videos. They're so organic, and the common man identifies with it. And
Yep. I make mistakes like everybody. So
right. Well, I mean, we do too here. We don't try to.
Yeah.
We've done 37 episodes, so we're kind of getting around on the year doing this. And I remember at first we were like,
Yeah, what were we talking
"Oh,
about?
Chris was so nervous first time." Chris talks to big audiences and stuff.
Yeah.
right.
So now we keep this loose too.
I was nervous coming in here today too.
You did, and that's what I
Yeah.
said. I was like, "This is our 37th episode. How many videos have you done?"
Right around 190.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not going to be.
But
nervous.
this is live. I'm by myself holding the camera.
Yeah, you get to choose to,
Yeah, you
to
get
post or not.
Right.
Well, thanks again, Chad Meyers 73.
All right.
Check out all his social media stuff. Great guy. Does not just hot shot stuff. He does a bunch of good info on everything. Follow his builds at his Dodge as well as the new Volkswagen project. A lot of cool stuff there. So make sure you subscribe to that, like that stuff. TJ, anything else for you?
Nope, I'm good.
Chad, anything else for you?
Nope.
Well, that concludes another Friday Live. Sorry we went over a little bit, but that just means TJ going to take us out until next week.
Have a good weekend. Big Country out.